We are now taking testimony on H2346 and S1430. This is an act relative to the Massachusetts lead law. We have individuals testifying, the first of whom is Colleen McCauley, please. Colleen, are you with us?
I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. You are warmly welcome to testify.
Thank you for the chance to speak with you. My name is Colleen McCauley, and I'm the Health Policy Director at Public Citizens for Children and Youth in Philadelphia, where I facilitate the Lead-Free Philly Coalition. We are the coalition that successfully advocated for the Philadelphia City Council to pass one of the most protective lead laws in the country. The law requires that all Philadelphia landlords with pre-1978 properties test for lead and submit a lead-safe or lead-free certificate to the city. Landlords can't get a rental license without a lead certificate on file. Why did we do this? Because lead robs children of their potential. It can cause permanent brain damage, especially to babies and kids under 6. Lead can cause learning, behavior, hearing, and speech problems, sometimes requiring special education services. And it's also a risk factor for criminal behavior as well. We also passed a more protective law because lead poisoning is a serious silent epidemic in Philadelphia, with over 2,000 babies poisoned every year. Clearly, lead is a serious public health problem in Massachusetts too. As earlier this morning, we heard Representative LaBeouf and Senator Eldridge mention 3,500 babies are poisoned in Massachusetts every year. If you can imagine, 3,500 children is enough to completely fill 150 preschool classrooms. And in Philly, Black and Hispanic babies are disproportionately poisoned because they are more likely to live in older properties with deteriorated lead-based paint. In Philadelphia, 5 times more Black children and 2 times more Hispanic children are poisoned than white children. In 2011, Philadelphia had a law on the books similar to Massachusetts, requiring landlords of rental properties with only children 6 and younger living in them to comply, and it failed. It failed because only a quarter of all required rental units in the city were in compliance. The city couldn't enforce the law because there's no record of tenants' age on file with the city, so there's no way to identify which properties had small kids in them. And there shouldn't be a record of tenants' ages out of concern that this fuels discrimination against families with kids. And families were discriminated against in Philadelphia. And you have clear evidence of discrimination in Massachusetts, as documented by the Massachusetts Fair Housing Center. We had a mom testify in Philadelphia about her landlord refusing to renew her lease when she was 8 months pregnant with her first child because she said the landlord told her that with a child soon living in her unit, he'd have to test it for lead, and if he found it, he didn't want to fix it. We have to stop using babies as canaries in the coal mine to detect for the presence of toxic lead in homes. Lead poisoning is preventable, and I applaud you for introducing these bills. The timing is right for bold action because the American Rescue Plan not only supports lead remediation, but recommends it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you coming in from Philadelphia. It's really important from Massachusetts to hear from other states and leaders in other states. Very, very grateful to you.